My name is Amy Sobkowicz. I teach Spanish middle school in Coventry, Connecticut, and it is Captain Nathan Hale School, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, and I teach seventh and eighth grade.
Awesome. And where are you located?
I live in Cleveland, and so I teach remotely.
Okay, awesome. And what made you decide to work at LLN?
Well, I had read a great deal about what the company's platform is, what the style is of teaching. And I have been a teacher most of my adult life and teaching Spanish and French. And I really believe more in the immersive type of style. Having lived overseas in Latin America, I know that it is so much more challenging to learn a language and learn it fluently by strictly learning the old style of rote grammatics in a classroom with, sections of unit vocabulary. You really have to be immersed into the language. And when I was studying, researching the platform and the concept of how our program here at LLN is taught, I knew that it fit exactly how I perceive and know that language should be acquired. So the language acquisition is much quicker, and I've seen it happen in my classroom. So I couldn't be more excited about the curriculum because I really believe in it, and I'm seeing it work firsthand.
That's awesome. And I'm sure your students would agree.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely, absolutely.
what's something you particularly enjoy about working at LLN? You kind of already answered that, but just expounding.
Yeah. Firstly, of course, the the concepts of how language is acquired, and internally, one of the things that I really like is our um, ability to really have lively conversations about our curriculum. Also, we are given a lot of room for experimentation within our own professional growth development. And I like the idea of being able to um, kind of take my own self, and I see it in my others, and stretch what we usually do day in and day out and grow it. We're given that opportunity, that space, that encouragement with positive reinforcement to kind of always stretch what we do and learn more. And that's something that you don't find a lot. Sometimes you're boxed in. Actually, most of the time you feel very boxed in. And at LLN, you are encouraged to move outside the box all the time. And that's such positive growth for any professional. But I have found it more with LLN than any organization I have ever worked for.
No, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And then my last question is simply, what would you say to a teacher who's interested in applying for LLN?
I'd say don't think twice. Don't wait. Do it yesterday, because you will be so happy. Not only does LLN have your back in the classroom, um, they are always on top of how things are going. And your supervisor, Sean, everyone with whom you work is constantly asking, how's it going? Is there anything more you need? What's going on? There's an active engagement and participation. It's really a group effort. So you're not left to your own devices all the time in terms of, well, you have, your work, go do it, and you won't hear from us for 3 months. It's unless, there's a problem. No, this is an active, ongoing engagement. You can be talking to your supervisor, you can be talking to Sean with tech, anybody, day, night, whatever you need, you never feel alone. You always have surrounded support and that room to grow. Um, you're not boxed in ever. And so anybody who's a teacher, especially nowadays with teachers leaving the field left and right, um, they will be so happy because you have this at once you have a sense of freedom to grow and really enjoy your classroom, um, and at the same time you have this group of fellow colleagues who are in support of one another and are constantly, talking and engaging. And it's a circle of supportive engagement and communication on all levels. So you will never feel boxed in. You won't feel that, you're being watched over constantly to make sure every little thing is, just perfect. Otherwise, the principal's going to call you out or, your supervisor's going to call you out. No, everybody's on board together. And I really love that. So you too will love that. I'm 100% certain. Go apply yesterday.